This is PCW Premier Championship Wrestling. I am Joe Dombrowski, joined by Benjamin C. Steele at the famed Turner's Hall in Cleveland, Ohio. This is Revengeance.
And it's great to be back. I'm glad you picked up my tab.
What?
Your opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the west side of Cleveland, weighing in at 224 pounds, he is the self-professed king of Cleveland and the big daddy of destruction. And he demands that you all give it up one time for J-Rocc. Daddy!
It has been 12 years since the big daddy of destruction, J-Rocc, has competed here in the famed Turner's Hall in Cleveland with so much rich history behind it. J-Rocc calls himself the king of Cleveland, as begrudging as it is to say. It's hard to argue all the championships he's won, major names he's competed against. J-Rocc been in the industry for about 18 years now, and maybe in the best shape he's ever been.
Sorry, Joe, I give my analysis, but I'm too busy giving it up one time.
Well, how long does that take?
Depends on how well you give it up.
Let's see. Well, we'll see how the veteran fares against a quickly rising newcomer here to the Cleveland area. Just the past few months, he's already turned a lot of heads, and to be honest, he's confused a few people with some of his words as well.
And his opponent from Lawrenceville, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 204 pounds, the Mind Eraser, Remy Lavey.
Saw Lavey successful in a three-way bout a month ago at our Sunday Melee event, and now coming into Revengeance with maybe the biggest test of his young career, because he's competing against, again, a man with so much more experience, about a decade and a half more experience. But Remy Lavey, I was going to say Remy Lavey's always ready for a fight, but he wasn't ready in that particular instance. J-Rocc from behind jump starts this match before the bell.
Well, that's why J-Rocc's the veteran. He's willing to go in there like a pit bull, just attack, and attack some more. And if the Mind Eraser isn't ready, he's going to have his mind scrambled.
Well, Remy attempts to reverse things, but J-Rocc in control in the early going. Remy Lavey a bit misunderstood, as some may say, as J-Rocc collides with Remy Lavey violently. Remy's a little tough to figure out. He's a bit of a conundrum, a bit of a puzzle. But connects with a drop kick to J-Rocc. Remy doesn't have a lot of friends. He's a loner. In some ways he's misunderstood, but I think in some ways he likes being on his own.
So what you're saying is nobody likes him and he's a jerk.
I did not say that at all.
Well, that was implied.
J-Rocc can be a jerk sometimes. You've known him a long time.
I love J-Rocc. J-Rocc's my favorite wrestler.
Something about birds of a feather there.
Well, we flock together. Unless one gets shot, then they all kind of fly away.
Wait a second. Oh, that was not a wise maneuver by J-Rocc. Went to chop Remy Lavey. May have broken his own hand.
Well, that's what Remy Lavey's got to do. He's got to be able to out-quick J-Rocc. J-Rocc, honestly, in the best shape of his life, I would say, personally.
Our veteran Remy coming back in. That's a not a rookie mistake, but a youthful mistake that you're going to make. You take just an extra split half a second to get back in that ring. J-Rocc will pounce.
Well, that's true. That's what being a veteran gets you, not a dumb little kid like Remy Lavey. Is that what you were saying? Did I pick up on that correctly?
I think you're maybe not articulating it quite as well as I would.
I articulate better than anybody I know.
Remy Lavey trying to let his fist do the talking, but J-Rocc, the aggressor, keeping the advantage on Remy Lavey. Lavey had some very cryptic words after his three-way matchup a month ago. I'm still not sure what they mean, but could that mindset help Remy Lavey here against the big daddy of destruction? As Remy Lavey, reversal by J-Rocc, side slam, no backbreaker. Nicely done by the veteran. J-Rocc on top, to a no. And another attempt at a cover. And this is a point where I'd like to remind everybody watching at home that even though I serve as the Director of Wrestling Operations here, the referee's decision is final. And I'm not going to involve myself or overrule a referee. They are the law in between those ropes. Any additional ruling or judgment that needs made, we'll handle after the match. We'll handle Monday morning. We'll handle in an office somewhere. But I want the the men in the ring, and certainly later tonight the women in the ring as well, to settle it amongst themselves. I think that's how it should be in professional wrestling, and it's how it's going to be here in PCW.
Well, I can certainly agree, and I'd also like to let people know if
great roll through off the side Russian leg sweep, float over into the cover, but 2.
well, J-Rocc's got to hook that leg. And I'd also like to let people know that if you, Joe Dombrowski, are not available, I am fine to step into those meetings and make any executive decisions that need to be made.
I hope not.
What?
You couldn't even show up for work here in the sound booth last month.
Well, see, I was a little busy, and I sent you a request for a raise, but that was turned down. Would like to thank Jay Worthington Farnsworth, good personal friend of mine, for stepping in.
Oh, J-Rocc wanted everybody to give it up one more time, and it didn't pay off. Missed the elbow, and Remy Lavey has an opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you, J-Rocc may be the veteran, but that was wasted time right there with getting it at the people. Now, granted, they should have given it up.
Well, J-Rocc's ego sometimes gets the better of him, as Remy Lavey showing some energy, showing some fire. Back body drop, nicely done.
Don't you worry, this is a situation J-Rocc's been in before. I think he's playing possum, or, well, maybe possum.
I think J-Rocc just didn't count on what Remy Lavey had in his arsenal. J-Rocc underestimated the youngster, and now J-Rocc's going to fight for his life. High knee connects right around the jaw. You can see a faraway look on the eyes of J-Rocc. Hook of the leg, go, near fall. You can see the sweat just running down J-Rocc's face. He thought this was maybe a piece of cake, started this matchup a shot from behind, but, man, Remy has rallied, and J-Rocc is finding himself in a very bad way.
Well, J-Rocc getting more than he bargained for right here. Looks a little bit frustrated, to be honest.
That's J-Rocc in a nutshell, honestly, but could you imagine what would happen if J-Rocc is unsuccessful his first time in Turner's Hall in over a decade?
Don't you worry, that's not going to happen. J-Rocc is the veteran, mind you.
Oh, J-Rocc got the foot up.
Which means he's the smarter and more experienced wrestler, of which we saw right there.
Oh, wait a second. J-Rocc. Oh, feet on the ropes, feet on the ropes.
What happened? His leg, he was using for momentum.
What?
Momentum. There's another M in there somewhere.
Illegal momentum. How about that? Wait, inside cradle by Remy. Shoulders down. Could this be it? No. Would you consider this an upset if Remy pulls the win off against J-Rocc?
Well, I would absolutely call it an upset. You think of the wars that J-Rocc has had, not only in this building, but over his career as well. Seen a lot of things that Remy, well, in Remy's mind, I'm sure he's envisioned a lot of things. But in the wrestling world, J-Rocc has seen things that Remy hasn't, and that's where we see J-Rocc with the upper hand right now. He's just push him right over the pole there, and he can impale himself, and a win for J-Rocc. And then I'm going to give it up multiple times.
Boy, aren't you optimistic. J-Rocc looking for a superplex. This could spell the demise of Remy Lavey. A look at Remy. Trying to turn things around here. Wait.
That was awesome. I told him to do that. Did you say? He hit his head. That was awesome.
That was such a sickening thud. That table didn't budge. His head may have hit that ring bell.
Well, is the bell okay? Do you need me to go check on that?
Oh, stop it. Remy may be hurt. We may have a count out here.
Hey, a W is still a W.
I don't think J-Rocc's happy. That J-Rocc wants to make a statement at the expense of Remy Lavey in Turner's Hall for the first time in 12 years. J-Rocc going to put this kid away. Wait. Remy shifts the weight on top of J-Rocc. Hooks the legs. Remy Lavey beats J-Rocc.
That was a fast thing.
Here is your winner, the Mind Eraser, Remy Lavey.
Oh, somebody cut his mic.
What an upset. J-Rocc got complacent. J-Rocc got cocky, thought this kid was completely done for, and now the pursuit is on. Remy Lavey just beat us 18-year veteran, and J-Rocc's beside himself.
Fire the guy that set up the ring. Say that shouldn't be allowed there.
Remy Lavey with an upset. J-Rocc, he's just plain old upset.